All right, guys, to watch this video for May 20th, which will be Friday. Here's the SPY, and it pushed down through that neckline of this head and shoulders. And the reason it closed back up near the highs is because the market never makes anything easy for either side. Shorts, longs, doesn't matter. So you had a nice reversal today. Doesn't mean it won't tank tomorrow or next week or whatever. We have no idea. But this is why I just don't, see it breaking this neckline and go all in short. Somebody today said in the chat room, I think when the market looked about like this, that, hey, we should be shorting because this is a trend down day. And I said, I don't even know what that means. And they had some floor trader lingo for me. And then we bounced the rest of the afternoon. So I generally, here's the thing. There is no early pattern in the market on any given day or whatever that guarantees how the rest of the day is going to go, right? So just keep a flexible bias, if you will, while trading, okay? So here's a list I have for tomorrow. I'm going to start with Activision, ATVI. It's put in a few lower highs, came down to the 8-day, bounced again off this support level right here. Potential long, especially if the market can catch a bid tomorrow. That's a really strong stock, ATVI. This one's a little weird looking, but CCXI, I didn't take any trades in it today, but it's come back in, okay? So you basically had this range from here to here, and then it broke it and then reversed right at the 200-day, came back in. So it's really kind of, if you go to 15-minute candles here, pan out a little bit more. So here's a range from here to here, and we're still in the upper end of that range. So a lot of people look at this and say, well, nasty reversal candle today, it's going to come back down. And it might, right? And it might sell off early and come back into the support, and then I'll look for a reversal too. So we don't know what's going to happen, but I think it's worth watching because we had 20 million shares about a week ago and some really nice percentage moves, 2 out of the last 6 days or so. So I really want to keep an eye on that one. This is that GBSN again. This one, you had this huge candle here, and then on much lower volume, a quiet inside day. A lot of times you get a third day rally again. So I'm going to keep that one on watch. That one's been pretty good to us in the chat room. ORIG. Now this one I've had on watch several days because it was kind of flagging. And then today kind of broke down to the downside, but then closed up and had a little bit of a tail. Well, then after hours, they reported. And so it's trading right now, and there's probably what I think about 40 minutes left in the after hour session. It is trading at 240. All right, so that's a nice gap up. Definitely want to watch this one as a morning gap play. Hopefully we get one of the setups we look for and a nice trade. I don't hold anything overnight, so I'm not in it now. MGT, no trades in it today, but it's worth watching again tomorrow. Again, crazy move, huge sell-off day, and now trying to find some sort of equilibrium. When you go to 15-minute candles, not in love with this, but if this can push through $3 tomorrow with some kind of volume, you might take out tomorrow's high and then maybe move up a little more. So worth watching for a potential, right, quick percentage move. GPS, really beaten up retailer, right, clothing retailer, closed at 17.28. In after hours, it's trading at, let's see, 17.40. Actually, when I put this on the list, it was up higher than that. It was up closer to 18. So I'm going to keep my eyes on it tomorrow, but I don't like it as much as I did when this was going to open at 18. I thought, hey, you might gap and run. A lot of sellers in this one might be ready to say, you know what, it's bouncing today and get out. But anyway, GPS, I'll keep it on the list, but it's not as interesting as it was earlier when it was up at 18. PRGN, huge pop here, right? Remember they had this crazy short squeeze from 28 cents to the very next day, almost $4, and it's really done nothing for a while. And then all of a sudden today, a nice pop. I made one call in this one today. Let me think. When it looked like this, I called it at 169 with a 160 stop, I believe, because it was really getting tight and coiled. It's a low float stock, a recent runner, and it wasn't selling off when we were getting close to the afternoon time frame, right? Coming out of lunch. So my thinking was, if you just you can kind of picture a trend line from here, here. That's kind of a break of it. So that was literally my thinking. 169, 160. We got the trigger, and then we got the move almost to the high of the day. It never did quite get through, but closed pretty strong. But this was a really nice percentage move. If you're a day trader, you understand it. You can make a lot of money over 15 minutes on a dollar something stock like that. Anyway, going to watch it again tomorrow because this one might have a second day on that squeeze. And then lastly, I've got CRBP. Decent little volume spike today. You can see this volume spike was still only 621,000 shares. So this is obviously a thinner stock. It had a nice move here up to whatever it was, 273, and then was consolidating below that. And today pushed through that on decent volume. So if we can get through today's high of 260, we might just challenge this recent high, and and then maybe get through 273, and anything can happen. So that's a decent setup. That's what I have. We'll also add other gappers in the morning, and it'd be stalking. We got a guy that stalks the oil plays all day long, Okie, aptly named because he's from Oklahoma, and he's really, really, really good at some of those oil plays. So he's calling out reversal setups in those all day long too. So we'll keep our eyes on those as well, and the morning gappers. And enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow.